Welcome to Sandcastle Stadium, Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale Community College and Atlantic Cape Community College. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us or staying tuned from Game 1 of the doubleheader. I am Vin Ebenau, and let's take a look at the Brookdale starting lineup that will face Pete Calandra for the Buccaneers. We'll give that to you as we move along here. Leading off, though, very similar to Game 1, Matt Granato, who takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Granato, Bauman, Marcus Johnson, Alex Ungar on the cleanup spot, Jack Skrivanik, followed by John Wade, Nick Papageorge, Mike DePhillips, and Joel Amangino. As that one's driven out to deep left center field, dunks in for a hit, a leadoff single for Granato. More of the same. He had himself quite a Game 1. We'll give those stats to you as well. So, two doubles, back-to-back doubles in the first and second inning for Granato. A walk, grounded out. Two walks, actually, in the third, and ended up flying out as well. Definitely a threat to run, as he is right now. Chris Bauman now up to the plate. It looks at a ball, 1-0. So, Pete Calandra on to start Game 2 for the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. Brookdale winning Game 1, 18-1. The 1-0 to Bauman called strike, 1-1. For Brookdale in Game 1, it was 5 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, 8 in the third, where they sent 13 batters to the plate, and 3 in the fourth. Pitch to Bauman, strike. So it'll be Granato on first, Bauman up, and then Marcus Johnson and Alex Unger to follow for the Brookdale Jersey Blues. Check on Granato there at first, and he's back safely. Omar Hernandez at first in this game. He was the DH in Game 1. Mo Antonicello at second. Monero at third. Luis Sori at shortstop. That's the infield. Called. Strike 3 on Bauman. 1 gone. Outfield, Caden Dale in left. Isaiah Kennison in center. Nate Goodrich is over and right for Atlantic Cape. So 1 on and 1 gone. And that'll bring up Marcus Johnson for Brookdale. Johnson had a solid start to Game 1. Hit by a pitch. Walked twice. Scored 3 runs. Bunts one there, and it goes directly foul behind the plate, 0-1. Let's take a look at the rest of the Buccaneers defense behind Pete Calandra there. Javier Vega in left, Kennison in center. Goodrich over in right. Swing and a miss. Johnson waved at that one. So Monero at third, Sari at short, Antonicelli at second, Moretta is first, De Palma behind the plate. The pitch from Calandra to Johnson as he looks in. Inside, Johnson had to do a little skipping of rope there. 1-2. So Brookdale looking to get some going early on here, pick up where they left off in Game 1. Check on Granato at first. He's back safely. Hernandez on the bag there at first. The rest of the infield plays back. 1 on, 1 out. Johnson fouls that one back to the screen. Count stays 1-2. Brookdale now 15-7 on the season. Another check on Granato at first. Just keeping him on. It's not taking a big lead over there at first, but Calandra is trying to keep the double play intact as best he can, trying to induce a ground ball here from Marcus Johnson. The 1-2 up high. And that'll send Granado down to second base after Gabe Solinsky can't find it. So Granado now in scoring position for Brookdale. Did not hesitate for a second, just drove on down there. So man on second now with one out. The 2-2 to Marcus Johnson as Calandra takes a long look at Granado. Checks back. And Granado back there safe as Sari applies the tag. Granado a threat to run from just about any base. He's got plenty of speed, plenty of wheels, solid baseball IQ, knows when to run, knows how big of a lead to take. He's a smart player, a guy you want hitting leadoff, and that's what he's done, and he's done well for Brookdale as Calandra gives him another look over there at second base. And with what he did in game one, Brookdale pitchers could be, Atlantic Cape pitchers going to be keeping a long, hard look on what Granado does on the base pass, preventing him from going as much to any base as they possibly can. Calandra gives him another look. A long, steady look. He's got his eyes focused. Now he goes back to the plate, delivers to Johnson. That pitch in the dirt goes to the dugout. Granado rounds third. He'll stay right there. He was ready to go. That ball skipped past and jumped over to the dugout past Solinsky. Gabe Solinsky in there at catcher here in game two for the Bucks. So full count now on Marcus Johnson with one out. And Granado starting to take a lead off at third. Time called. Calandra resets on the mound. Wind picking up a little bit more here. Pitch. Lined into right field for a base hit. Granado scores easily. It is an RBI single for Marcus Johnson, and Brookdale takes a 1-0 lead. Solid line drive by Johnson. Saw that from him in game one as well. Top of the lineup, really 1 through 9 for Brookdale, but top of the lineup with your first 5, 6 hitters, I mean, they hit solid line drives. So 1-0 Brookdale. Johnson now on first. Pitch to Ungar is a strike, 0-1. Ungar had a nice game one, scored a couple runs, 3 walks, and a sac fly included. Looks at that one outside, 1-1. Drax Skrivanek on deck for the Jersey Blues. Johnson leads off first. 1-0 Brookdale here in the top of the first. Pitch, swing and a miss. Fooled Ungar there, 1-2. Johnson a small lead off of first. And a quick check on him by Calandra. Gets back safely. Time called on the field as Justin Minero goes to retrieve his hat. It is very windy today. Fortunately, not raining like it was yesterday, which is why game one was suspended in the third. But definitely very windy, mostly cloudy. It's been very cloudy since the start, despite some sun earlier this morning. And temps in the 40s as that one skips by Solinsky and goes to the backstop, allowing Johnson to get down to second base. Two and two now, the count on Alex Unger. Pete Calandra trying to manage through this first inning. Paying extra attention to the base runners for Brookdale so far in this game. Granado included, who scored just a few moments ago. The 2-2. Chopped off the glove of Monero to Sori at first, and he throws it away past Hernandez. That will allow Johnson to get to third base. So call that an E6 on Sori on the throw to first base. That was a line shot right at Monero at third base by Unger there. He scorched that one. And off his glove, and Sori fielded it cleanly, but rushed the throw, and it went by Hernandez there at first. So runners on the corners now. One out for Jack Skrivanik. Skrivanik had a nice game one. Scored a couple runs. Including there's a strike, including hitting a home run there as well. So power coming out of the 5 spot for Brookdale. 2 on, 1 out. And that one's in the dirt, and it gets to the backstop. That will allow Johnson to score the second run. So Brookdale takes a 2-0 lead on the passed ball. That'll allow Unger to get down to second base for Brookdale. Calandra back looking for the sign, looking to deal to Skrivanik. Takes a look at Unger, deals, low. John Wade on deck for Brookdale, the DH again here in game 2. Calandra takes a look at Unger. A second look. A third look. And now deals. Outside. Not major leads, not huge leads for Brookdale, but small enough to get going here. They got plenty of speed throughout their lineup, especially at the top. And they know just exactly when to run. Calandra takes a couple looks there at Unger. Gives him a long stare and deals. That one's outside and a walk to Skrivanik. So runners on first and second with 1 out here in the first. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, John Wade. Hit by a pitch, scored a couple runs, a couple RBI hits in game 1 of this doubleheader. RBI opportunity here for John Wade. Calandra deals low, 1-0. Unger was ready to roll on down to third on that one. Takes a nice lead off of second. Skrivanik a small lead off of first. Calandra gives Unger a look. Couple looks, giving him a stare. And deals to the plate. And that one hit John Wade, and the bases are loaded here in the first. Brookdale runners have seemed to get into the head of Pete Calandra here in the first inning. 2 runs already in. 1 on a passed ball. And 2-0 Jersey Blues. Here with 1 out is Nick Papageorge. Comes to the plate with the bases loaded. Papageorge had a nice game 1 as well. That one in the dirt. It's a pass, wild pitch. It goes to the backstop, and that'll score another run. As Unger comes in, and it is 3-0 Brookdale. And that'll bring on a mound visit here. The small ball, speed, that can win a lot of games and score a lot of runs. The more you do dancing on the base pass, stealing bases, the more movement you can make while you're taking a lead. It gets inside of a pitcher's head and inside the defense. They got to change their whole outlook, how they approach. Calandra paying a lot of attention to the base runners here in the first inning and losing some control in his pitches to the plate. Some pass balls and wild pitches mixed in. So runners on second and third now with one out, a 3-0 lead for Brookdale. The 1-0 to Papa George. There's a strike. Papa George up, Mike DePhillips on deck, and Joe Lamagino up after him. The pitch. Chopped foul back to the screen, 1-2. So Matt Granado got this all started here in the top of the first with a single. Maneuvered his way around the bases, stole, came around to score. Bauman struck out. RBI single by Marcus Johnson. Unger reached on an E6, walked to Skrivanik. That one's in the dirt ball. And John Wade was hit by a pitch, but a couple pass balls scored a couple runs in this inning. John Wade off second base. Skrivanik on third for Brookdale. Papa George with a couple guys in scoring position looking to drive him in. 3-0 Brookdale. Calandra deals. High pop-up. Outside of first, it'll be a foul ball. Hernandez gives it a chase, and it goes into the seats. So 2-2 the count on Papa George. Brookdale Jersey Blues picking up where they left off in Game 1. Winning that one 18-1, up 3-0 here in the first. Calandra deals. Lined to Antonicello, flips to second. And Wade back there safely. So 2 gone here in the first. Papa George gave it a shot. But Antonicello with a nice grab there at second base. So that'll bring up the catcher, Mike DePhillips. That's one of those line drives to second base where you got to be paying attention. That was hit hard. DePhillips looks at one inside, 1-0. Very windy today, but like we've been saying in Game 1 and Game 2, no rain today, so that's the good thing. Swing and a miss. Wind blowing out towards center field, a little bit toward right center. That one in the dirt. 2-1 on DePhillips. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. 3 runs already in for Brookdale. Calandra delivers, chopped foul. Jack Skrivanik off at third after he walked this inning. John Wade off at second after being hit by a pitch. Joe Lamangino on deck for Brookdale. The pitch. High pop foul here into the stands. And a nice lucky souvenir for a fan. He may eventually get to that one. He's going to take a walk around. 2 strikes on DePhillips. Runners on second and third here. 3 runs already in for Brookdale. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape. This one will go 7 innings as well. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 3 runs in the inning as DePhillips strikes out. 3 runs. And the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers will have a chance to answer back in the bottom of the first, right after this on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
It's being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
It's becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
We go to the bottom of the first. Brookdale taking a 3-0 lead in the top half. And coming to bat is Louis Sorry. He'll lead off the lineup for the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers today against Jared Terfenko for Brookdale. It'll be Sorry, Goodrich, Nate Goodrich, Omar Hernandez, Justin Monero, Gabe Solinsky, John Dempsey as Sorry looks at strike 1, Caden Dale, Mo Antonicello, and Isaiah Kennison here to, there we go, right on the screen, to the lineup for Game 2 for the Atlantic Cape Bucks. Terfenko deals, chopper back to the mound by Sorry, and that'll be 1 away. So 1-3. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Nate Goodrich. Sorry, the kind of guy you want at the top of your lineup. Approaches the plate well, gives it a nice aggressive swing, plenty of speed. Just didn't have the luck there on that ground ball back to the mound. So Nate Goodrich up now with 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. And there's a strike. Infield playing mostly back for Goodrich. Except up at the corner at third, and a moot point there as Goodrich is plunked. So a hit by pitch following the ground down, and 1-on-1 out for the Bucks here in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Omar Hernandez. Looking to get things going for the Bucks here in the bottom half. Terfenko takes a look over at Goodrich. Gets set, and then deals to Hernandez. Inside, but it snuck in. A nice breaking ball there, and 0-1 on Hernandez by Jared Terfenko. Goodrich takes a lead off at first, and that one's fouled off by Hernandez, 0-2. Justin Monero tracking that one down behind the plate. Goodrich with a pedestrian kind of lead off of first. The pitch to Hernandez up high. Had to back away from that one. 1-2. Day like today, very cold, very windy. Tough for the pitchers to try and get a good grip on the ball. Try to keep the fingers as warm as possible. That one in the dirt. It will allow Goodrich to run on down to second base. On the passed ball, Phillips couldn't hold that one in. So runner on second now with one gone. And a 2-2 count on Omar Hernandez. With a runner in scoring position. The 2-2. Chop foul back to the screen. Hernandez gets another shot. Very cloudy skies today. Very cool winter kind of feel to a baseball game here in mid-March. Actually, almost the end of March, rather. Yeah, this next Sunday will be on April 3rd. Hernandez steps out as Terfanko contemplates his next pitch. Takes a look at the runner, deals to the plate, inside, and the count is full. Goodrich not being kept on there at second base. With a slight lead. And a full count on Omar Hernandez as Terfanko steps off. He wants to talk things over with Mike DePhillips on how they want to try to approach Omar Hernandez, who's worked up a full count here in the bottom of the first. With Goodrich off a second. Third batter of the bottom of the first. Sorry, hit a bad luck ground ball back to the mound to lead things off. Goodrich was hit by a pitch and made his way down to second base on the wild pitch, and then Hernandez has worked a full count. 3-0 Brookdale here in the bottom of the first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Hernandez down swinging, 2 away. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, third baseman Justin Monero. Ran the partial face mask there to try to stay as warm as possible. Very, very cold today. It's cold yesterday, too. The one caveat to all that was that it was raining. You know, it was one thing for a drizzle, but then in the third inning, the heavens opened up there and the rain came on down and didn't stop. So suspended the game there, moved the doubleheader over to today. That one's outside to Monero. Brookdale winning game one of the doubleheader 18-1. That wrapped up a little while ago here in game two. So 2 7-inning games, so this one will be 7 innings as well. There's a line shot to shortstop. Monero running on down to first, and he is retired on a nice play there from Joe Lamagino. And that will do it here in the first. So one man left on base, 3-0 Brookdale as we head to the second on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the second. Vin Ebenu here with you on BFA Sports. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale Community College and Atlantic Cape Community College. Pete Calandra on the mound for the Buccaneers here in Game 2. Joe Lamangino will lead off the second for the Jersey Blues. Brookdale taking a 3-0 lead in the first. First pitch is called strike inside, 0-1. Lamangino, Matt Granato, and Chris Bauman here to lead off the second for Brookdale. That one's in the dirt, 1-1. Calandra deals. Just missed, 2-1. That's a pitch Calandra would have wanted. That one's a little low, 3-1. On the leadoff hitter here in the second inning. The pitch. And a leadoff walk for Lamangino here in the second. Then I'll bring in Matt Granato, who singled in the first and came around to score. Second baseman having himself a nice doubleheader for Brookdale. Lamangino takes a slight lead off of first. Pitch to Granato, strike. Bauman awaiting on deck for the Jersey Blues. The 0-1. Inside, Granato had to dance. That one's in the dirt. But running to second on that ball in the dirt is Joe Lamangino, so runner in scoring position here in the second. Heads up base running for the Brookdale shortstop. As Selinsky was trying to grab the one behind the plate. The 1-1 to Granato. Inside, had to do a little dance to get out of the way of that one. Granato, who went to Freehold Borough High School up there in Monmouth County. The 1-1. High fly ball into right. Drifting under it and making the catch is Goodrich. He fires one into the infield, but it's a sacrifice fly for Bauman, and that will allow Lamangino to get over to third. I'm sorry, Granato. Bauman up at the plate now. So 1 on, 1 out here in the top half of the second. Bauman struck out looking in his first at bat in the first inning. Calandra deals, swing, and that one's chopped foul behind the plate, 0-1. The 0-1 in the dirt, pass ball, and that will allow Lamangino to score. And it is 4-0 Brookdale. That one low, 2-1. Calandra and Gabe Selinsky trying to get on the same plate here in game 2. The 2-1, high pop-up, mile-high pop-up in the infield. Hernandez calling for it as it drifts into foul territory and grabs it for out number 2. So base is empty, 2 gone here in the top half of the second inning. That'll bring up Marcus Johnson. An RBI single and came around to score in the first. There's a fly ball into right field, drifting toward the warning track, and it falls in for a hit. Rounding second and heading to third is Johnson as the ball comes into the infield. He's tempted to go home, and he'll stay right there at third. So a long triple for Marcus Johnson, and just like that, Brookdale's got another runner in scoring position with 2 out. That one just kept drifting and carrying out towards right center field. And it found a hole somewhere between Kennison and Goodrich there trying to track it down. Wind drifting mostly out to center field, but towards right center in a way, so the wind may have played a factor on that one. Calandra deals here, strike to Alex Unger. 2 gone here in the top half of the second inning, a run already in this inning. Calandra deals, outside 1-1. Unger reached on an E6 in his last at bat. Sorry, overthrew Hernandez at first. That one's outside 2-1. Wind picking up a little bit more here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. That one's outside 3-1 on Unger. Pitch, inside called strike, full count. Jack Skrivanek waiting on deck for Brookdale. Two out. Runner on third, that's Johnson. Inside and called strike 3. Unger did not like that one, but that's the end of the inning. 1 run for Brookdale here on the top of the second, 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the second on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Brookdale leading 4-0. It'll be Gabe Solinsky, John Dempsey, and Caden Dale here for Atlantic Cape in the bottom of the second inning. Facing Jared Terfenko. Solinsky looks at a pitch strike, 0-1. That one's in the dirt. Gets to the backstop, 1-1 on the Atlantic Cape catcher. Wind picking up a little bit more here in the bottom half of the second inning. Terfenko deals. Outside, 2-1. Hoping for a little sun. It's almost like it's trying to crack on through the clouds here on a mostly cloudy Sunday afternoon. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape as Selinsky watches one go in, strike 2. Brookdale winning Game 1 of this doubleheader, 18-1. Game 2, 2 7-inning games. So, bottom of the second, we got the 7-inning game here, unless it goes longer. That one's outside. Full count. Terfenko looks for the sign and deals the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Selinsky down swinging, one gone here in the bottom half of the second. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, John Dempsey. Infield playing mostly back as Dempsey comes up to the plate. Takes a look at a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Almost one-handed that toward the end. Trying to chase one off the plate. Terfenko's got some nice stuff. Certainly shown that so far in this game. That one drifts outside, 1-2. Caden Dale playing left field for the Buccaneers in Game 2, awaits on deck. The 1-2 to Dempsey. Did he go? He was able to check his swing there. It'll be 2-2. Dempsey gets another crack at it here in the second. Terfenko looks in for the sign, likes what he sees, fires it in. That one's a fly ball that'll go into the suite levels and right on down into the seats, right in front of our booth here. So it'll stay a 2-2 count on Dempsey. Terfenko deals. That one's tipped foul. Dempsey doing what he can to stay alive here. Spoiling some pitches here in the bottom of the second. It'll be a 2-2. Grounded foul outside of third. Dempsey will do it again as he spoils yet another pitch. Terfenko takes a little walk halfway around the mound there. Trying to figure out what to do here on this 2-2 pitch. Drifts outside and Dempsey's worked the count full. It'll be a 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning, third of the game for Terfenko. 2 gone, and that'll bring up Caden Dale. Playing left field here. He came on in relief in the first game of this doubleheader. Some new faces in this Game 2 lineup for the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. Terfenko deals. Offer to the one, it didn't matter. It's a strike, 1-1. The pitch outside 1-1. Dale up, Mo Antonicello up next. And then he'll be followed by Isaiah Kennison. The 1-1 from Terfenko. Grounded to first. Fires over, and Dale will roll on down to second base. Throw to second, he is out. Had enough for a single, and quick play after the error there in the infield by Brookdale to nab Caden Dale, trying to stretch an infield single into a double. Let's take a look at the replay on BFA Sports. Took an out route, didn't run a straight line there to second base, and that may have ended up costing him there. Not running straight from first to second. That'll end the inning, so it'll be A delayed 1-2-3 go the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the second. We go to the third. 4-0 Brookdale here on BFA Sports. We go to the top half of the third. 4-0 Brookdale over Atlantic Cape Community College. Vin Avenue here with you on BFA Sports on a Sunday afternoon, a chilly one here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. And leading off the inning with a high fly foul ball is Jack Skrivanek for Brookdale, 0-1. Skrivanek walked in the first inning and ended up getting stranded over at third base. There's nothing stranded there as he lines that one into center field for a leadoff single here in the third. Barrel that one up and nice line drive into center field. Here, as we see here on the BFA Sports live replay. So 1 on here in the third, and that'll bring up the DH John Wade, who was hit by a pitch back in the first. Calandra deals and hits him again. And he kind of put up his hand. He's like, really? So 2 on and nobody out here to lead off the third. You could ask just about any hitter. They want to get hit, not to be hit. And Calandra certainly did not do that on purpose. Definitely windy today, very cold. Pitchers trying to keep their hands warm, get a good feel for the ball, fire it in there. But not a good start for the Buccos here in the third. Nick Papageorge comes up with 2 men on. Takes a look at a strike, 0-1. Papageorge up, Mike DePhillips on deck. And Calandra takes a look at second base at Skrivanek. He wasn't being held on, but just wanted to check on things, keep him there at second base, trying to keep the ground ball in check. 0-1 the count on Papageorge. Calandra takes a long look at Skrivanek and deals. Low, 1-1. Calandra fell into a little bit of a trap in the first inning with the base running of Brookdale. A couple wild pitches and pass ball to boot there. Helped score a couple runs. That one inside. 2-1 on Papageorge. Calandra trying to figure out how to navigate through the Brookdale lineup here in the third. Takes a long look at Skrivanek over there at second base. Fakes the throw, and Skrivanek jumps on back. John Wade with a pedestrian lead off at first. Of course, he can't go anywhere unless Papageorge does. Nobody out, top of the third. 2-1 the count on Papageorge. Calandra deals, clips the inside corner, 2-2. Game 2 of a doubleheader here between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape. windy day at Sandcastle Stadium. Skrivanek takes a jump. That one's popped up mile high. Heads into the outfield. Who's going to get it? Sorry. Drifts back out and grabs it for out number 1. That one went really high into the air. Sorry, trying to figure it out with Isaiah Kennison out there as the ball drifted into center field. Sorry with the put out, 1 gone. And that'll bring up Mike DePhillips, with John Wade on first and Jack Skrivanek leading off as second. Taking a big lead there, trying to get the attention of Calandra. That pitch there, ball 1. Joe Lamangino on deck for Brookdale. Mike DePhillips struck out swinging in his first at bat. Calandra takes a long look at Skrivanek and hops on back to chase him back. Skrivanek taking a nice lead there at second base, hopping back and forth, focusing right in on Calandra's next move. Staring him down, throw to the plate. Ball 2 on DePhillips. Skrivanek jumping out to a bigger lead as Calandra stares him down, gives him another look, and throws to second base. Skrivanek hops on back, but a toss over to Antonicello to ensure Skrivanek stays right there, trying to find a way to induce a ground ball from DePhillips, get a double play out of the inning. DePhillips has bigger things in mind as he chops that one down the line and foul. Just foul. Right before the third base bag, 2-1. Had his eyes on an RBI double. It'll be a 2-1. DePhillips looks at strike 2. 2 on, 1 out. Here in the top half of the third. 3 in the first for Brookdale, 1 in the second. DePhillips looking to make some more happen here in the third. Calandra stares down Skrivanek. Throws to the plate. Line drive into right field for a base hit. Skrivanek will stop at third. Bases loaded on the quick throw in from Nate Goodrich from right field. Skrivanek had his eyes on scoring the 5th run for Brookdale, but held at third. As John Wade moves up to second base on the single from Mike DePhillips, so that'll bring up Joe Lamangino with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the top of the third. As Brookdale looks to open this one open. Lamangino walked and came around to score in his first at bat. Takes a look there, ball 1. The 1-0. Inside, but it clips the plate, 1-1. So bases loaded, nowhere to put Lamangino. The number 9 hole hitter for Brookdale. That one plunks him. And that'll force in Skrivanek. It is 5-0 Brookdale. Wade moves over to third, to Phillips to second. On the hit by pitch of Lamangino, that'll bring up top of the order, Mac Granato, who singled in his first at bat and hit a sacrifice fly back in the second. 5-0 Jersey Blues. You're in the third inning. Game 2 of a doubleheader. 7 innings for this doubleheader. Renato from Freehold Borough went to Freehold Borough High School. There's a line shot to Sorry. Fields throws the second one on to first. Not in time as another run scores. Wade scores. DePhillips goes to third. Lamangino thrown out at second on the fielder's choice RBI for Granado. And it is 6-0. Take a look at the replay here on BFA Sports. Sorry did he had to do, fielded it cleanly, quickly, got it over, just was not able to get it over to first in time for the double play. Umpires having a sidebar there behind the mound. Guess is looking at to see if Antonicello stayed on the bag at second. Or what? And now they're going to call him out at first. So it is an ending double play. That'll nix the run there. Let's take another look here on the BFA Sports replay. So ground ball to short. Sorry Fields. Antonicello. He flips. Throws to first, and they're going to call interference. And that'll negate the run. That'll end the inning there. So 5-0, a run in for Brookdale in the third. Top half of the third. We go to the bottom half of the third. It is 5-0 Brookdale on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom half of the third inning, 5-0 Brookdale. Vin Ebenu with you here on BFA Sports. That best guess is the top half of the inning came to be as Lamangino slid right into Antonicello, which created the delayed double play to end the threat there. So one run in the top of the third for Brookdale as Mo Antonicello leads off here in the bottom half of the third. We're going to get something going for the Bucks. Line shot down the right field line and fair. Antonicello rounds first. He'll roll into second easily without a throw, thinking three, and he'll stop right there as the ball gets into the infield. So a nice leadoff double for Mo Antonicello here in the bottom half of the third. Just lace that inside-out swing down the right field line as we see here on the BFA Sports replay. Nice piece of hitting from the Buccaneers second baseman. Keeping his eye where things were at. Thought he had a shot at three, and as he turned around, he decided to think better of it and stay right there. But a nice piece of hitting. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Isaiah Kennison. Wind picks up again a little bit here at Sandcastle Stadium. That pitch, strike on Kennison. Terfenko deals up high. And it knocks down Kennison, who was trying to offer up a bunt. It looks like it evaded him, so it'll be a ball. That is a scary scenario there for the Buccaneers center fielder. Looks like he's okay. Took a walk around, shake it off. Wind picking up here. Very chilly at Sandcastle Stadium, as mentioned. Making it a little more difficult for pitchers to get a good grip on the ball. Terfenko deals as Kennison bunts one back to the mound. The sacrifice will go 1-3 as Antonicello finds his way over to third. So runner on third, one out, back to the top of the order, and Luis Sari, who grounded one back to the mound in the first inning. Buccaneers playing a little bit of small ball here in the third, try to get something going. One run on 3 hits in game 1. Now and outside to Sari. The double by Antonicello, the first hit of the game for the Buccaneers. Antonicello moved over to third on the sacrifice bunt just a moment ago by Isaiah Kennison. Terfenko deals as Sari lines one into right field for a base hit. Scoring is Antonicello. And there, the Buccaneers have run number 1 on the RBI single by Luis Sari. It is 5-1 Brookdale. Buccaneers going opposite field. Let's see the swing by Sari on the BFA Sports replay. Took that one, went the other way, just went with the pitch, hit it hard, and found a hole. So 1 on, 1 out, 5-1, and Goodrich takes a look at a pitch low, 1-0. So nice piece of hitting by this inning by Antonicello and Luis Sari to bring him in 2 batters later. Following the sacrifice bunt by Kennison, Sari will run down to second base. The ball was right there at the plate, but DePhillips couldn't find it. So a heads-up base running by Luis Sari to get himself into scoring position here in the bottom of the third. A little bit closer and for Goodrich to try and bring him in and keep a rally going for the Bucks. Terfenko gives him a look and deals. Goodrich lines one to first. And that'll retire him, but moving over to third is Luis Sari. For the second out, 5-1 Brookdale here in the bottom half of the third, and Omar Hernandez steps to the plate as Luis Sari warms up his hands there at third base. So this wind, this chill today is no joke. Terfenko deals. Strike, 0-1. Hernandez struck out swinging back in the first after working a full count. That one outside, 1-1. Buccaneers playing a little bit of small ball here in the bottom of the third. Terfenko sets, deals to Hernandez. High fly ball deep to left field. There it goes, and goodbye. Omar Hernandez with a big fly here in the bottom of the third, a 2-run home run. It is 5-3 Brookdale. On the 2 RBI homer for Omar Hernandez. All just like that, Buccaneers right back in it. A little small ball and then a big fly from Hernandez that we'll see right here on the BFA Sports replay. He got all of that. Mile high in the air, and it found its way over the fence. As the Buccaneers close the gap to 2, Monero swings and misses there, strike 1. Small ball leads to the big fly. Double by Antonicello. Moved over to third on the sacrifice bunt. Came around to score on the RBI single by Louis Sari. Goodrich grounded out, and then the home run by Hernandez. The 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Nice piece of hitting by the Buccaneers this inning, and by Hernandez just a moment ago on that home run to left. Terfenko deals. Monero thought about it, held back. 3-1. Now on the cleanup hitter. The 3-1. And Monero works a walk. Things unfolding a little bit here for Terfenko in the third. 3 runs on 3 hits. And that'll bring up Gabe Selinsky with 2 gone. Oh, we had a pinch hitter. Face we saw yesterday behind the plate. Jack Jones. Wonder if the word yet on if anything happened with Selinsky. Selinsky was the catcher near in game 2. Selinsky struck out in the second and is lone at bat. Jones in the game. We saw him game 1. So Monero leads off first. Jones now up to pinch hit for Gabe Selinsky and presumably go behind the plate for the remainder of the game. Terfenko deals. And that one's outside, ball 1. Looks like we're starting, I don't want to jinx it, a little bit of sunshine. So you look across the skyline here in Atlantic City, sun moving in toward the left field side, so maybe we'll get a little sunshine here. That one's outside. Buccaneers dugout getting pretty loud. They're pumped here in the third inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, the big home run from Omar Hernandez in a 5-3 ball game here in the third. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Playing 7 innings. The pitch. Line shot up the middle. It is a base hit for Jones. And the rally keeps going here in the third. Jones pinch hitting there, gets a single to center. Then a move Monero to second base. 2 on and 2 out for John Dempsey, who struck out swinging back in the second inning. Buccaneers making things happen here in the third. The pitch. Outside 1-0. Just about every Buccaneers player on the step of that third base dugout. Terfenko deals. In the dirt, 2-0. Monero took an extra lead there off of second base. Thought it went a little bit further than it did. He leads off second, Jack Jones. And off of first, 2-0 on Dempsey. Pitch, chop, foul back to the screen, 2-1. The 7th hitter of the inning for the Buccaneers. I'm sorry, the 8th. Caden Dale up next. Terfenko checks the runner. Gives another look and deals. Back to the screen, 2-2. Monero, a little bit bigger of a lead each time over there at second base. He has his eyes on third, even home. The 2-2. Grounded to third, into left field for a base hit. Monero will stop at third base. The ball quickly picked up in left field by Marcus Johnson. The base is loaded for Caden Dale. Bats coming alive here in the bottom of the third of Game 2 for the Buccaneers. Get a little more sunshine starting to pop up a little bit here in the third. Takes your mind off of how cold and windy it is here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Base is loaded, 2 out for Dale, swing and a miss. The 9th Buccaneer to come up to the plate this inning. 3 runs in for the Buccos. Terfanko in trouble this inning, deals outside. They're 1-1 on Caden Dale. Like I said, Buccaneers on the lip of that dugout. They have turned a corner here in the third. Terfanko deals with the bases loaded and 2 out. Outside 2-1. Montanicello, who led off the third inning with a double and then came around to score. He's on deck. 2-1 the count on Dale. Bases loaded. 2 out. Terfanko deals. There's a strike. Clips the outside corner. 2-2. Terfanko trying to fight his way out of any further trouble. Dale with a hit could tie the game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the thread. 9 guys come to the plate for the Buccaneers. They score 3 runs, including on the big 2-run home run by Omar Hernandez. We go to the 4th inning, 5-3 Brookdale here on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Vin Abnu with you here on BFA Sports. Brookdale with a 5-3 lead. Atlantic Cape Buccaneers come back with 3 in the bottom half of the third, including on a 2-run home run by Omar Hernandez. As we begin the 4th here, it'll be Chris Bauman, Marcus Johnson, and Alex Unger against P. Calandra in inning number 4. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape. We're going to have a little bit of a sidebar here on the mound. Coach Velarde coming over, the umpires getting together. Trying to get an idea about what's going on. Conversation there just off the third base line. Can't figure out exactly what's going on there, but it looks like we'll get back to action here. And here we go. Calandra deals to Bauman, strike one. Buccaneers still in the lip of the dugout since that third inning rally, trying to keep things going. Swing and a miss. Strike three. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out here in the fourth. That'll bring up the left fielder Marcus Johnson. Had an RBI single in the first and a triple in the second. Does some jump rope there, 1-0. There's a ground ball to second. Antonicello Fields throws the first, 2 gone. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Alex Unger. Reached on an E6 in the first and struck out looking in his last at-bat in the second. Calandra deals swing and a miss, strike one. Calandra may have found something here in the fourth. Just feeding off the momentum his offense gave him, putting up a 3 spot in the third. Unger looking at a 1-1 count. Skrivanek on deck. That one's inside, 2-1. Sun starts to come out a little bit more here in the top half of the fourth. See if it'll keep on pushing through the clouds. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As Calandra keeps pushing through the Brookdale order here in the fourth. The 2-2. Just missed outside, full count. Bauman struck out to lead off the inning. Johnson grounded to second. And Unger with a 3-2 count here. The pitch. Line shot deep into center field. Chasing it is Kennison, and it goes over his head. All the way to the wall. Unger rounds second. He's on his way to third. Stops, gets held up right there. As the ball comes in and it goes to the backstop nearly into the Buccaneers dugout. Unger gave that one a ride. It ends up on third. Looked like it either went right off the mid or over the mid of Kennison out there in center field. He had to chase that one in a hurry. Give it a leap, and that allowed Unger, no helmet and all, to get to third base. And the relay that came in afterward almost allowed him to get on to home. So 2 outs here in the fourth. Called a triple for now by Unger. 2 out. Unger off the third, and that'll bring up Jack Skrivanek, who walked in the first, came around to score in the third. Calandra had Unger on the ropes there and left one up that he could feast on. 2-0 now on Skrivanek. The pitch. High pop up in the infield. Hernandez calling everybody off, runs over, makes the catch, and that will do it despite the triple. So one man left on base in the top of the fourth, no runs across. It is 5-3 Brookdale as we go to the bottom half of the fourth on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Brookdale leading 5-3 as Mo Antonicello leads off for the Buccaneers here in the bottom half of the fourth. Looks at a strike. It'll be Antonicello, Isaiah Kennison, and back to the top of the order with Louis Sari here in the bottom of the fourth. And a new pitcher on the mound as well here for Brookdale, William Polanco for the Jersey Blues. Takes over after 3 innings of work from Jared Terfenko. And a 2-1 count here on Montanicello. Doubled in his first at-bat last inning and then came around to score on the RBI single later that inning by Luis Sari. Polanco deals. Up high, 3-1. Mostly cloudy skies. We had a tiny peak of sunshine, but mostly cloudy, very windy, very cold as that one drifts away to the backstop, 3-1. More or less the only difference from yesterday is that there's no rain today. Feels just about the same, maybe a little chillier today. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape today. Brookdale won 18-1 in Game 1. Antonicello lines that one into center field. It dunks in for a hit. So Antonicello is 2 for 2. Double and now a single. We'll lead off here in the fourth. Brookdale scored 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Atlantic Cape scored 3 runs of their own in the bottom half of the third, looking to keep things rolling here with Isaiah Kennison. A sacrifice bunt in his first plate appearance. Umpire giving a warning to the Buccaneers dugout about either taunting, it sounded like, or making too much noise. And a excited dugout, but umpire just reminding him that there is a line. Kennison looks at one in the dirt. And Tonicello drifted a little bit too far off at first, but was able to dive back. Tonicello definitely has the speed. Pedestrian lead there at first base. Polanco deals. There's a strike, 1-1. (5-3) Brookdale. Bottom 4, game 2 of a doubleheader. Polanco deals. Kennison bunts that one back, and it goes to the screen, 1-2. Not his intention on that one. Just didn't catch the ball right at the right spot with his bat. Just trying to move Tonicello down to second base. He'll have to do so swinging away here. He swings and misses, strike 3. No, did he foul that one up? No, he struck out. That's a swing and a miss. And Tonicello does go down to second. One gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Let's see, and that'll bring up Louis Sorry. Grounded to the pitcher in the first inning, had an RBI single in the 3rd. Now one in the dirt, 1-0 from Polanco. As Tonicello tries to give himself a big lead there off his second base. Sorry, plenty of speed when he's on the bases and in the field. Lined into center field, it dunks in for a base hit. And Tonicello gets to third, he'll stay right there. Sorry, with a 1-out single here in the 4th. Two on, 1 out, and that'll bring him Nate Goodrich. Hit by a pitch in the 1st. And ground out in 3rd. And a mound visit here for Brookdale. Polanco's gotten a couple on here, a couple sharp hits by Tonicello, and Sorry with a strikeout sandwiched in between. Polanco in his first inning of relief from Jared Terfenko here in the 4th. 1 out. Coming up with the strategy there on how to keep Sorry, the speedy Sorry, on first base, and trying to keep the double play in check as Nate Goodrich steps up to the plate for the Buccaneers. Two on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Game 2 of a doubleheader, 7-inning doubleheader. That one's up high. Sorry runs on down to second base with a stolen base that takes a double play out of order. So second and third for the Buccaneers. They got something cooking again here in the 4th. Goodrich with a hit could tie the game. Polanco deals outside. Polanco gets the sign, looks in, throws in the dirt. And Goodrich working a count. And Tonicello leads off third. Sorry leads off a second. Pitch. That one's inside. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Bases loaded for Omar Hernandez. Hit a 2-run home run in his last at-bat. Now coming up with bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. Polanco getting himself into a jam here in his first inning of relief for Brookdale. The pitch. Strike 1. Polanco and Brookdale looking for ground ball here, double play, strikeout pop-up. Atlantic Cape looking for something that could drive in a run or two. That one's in the dirt, ball one. Or if Hernandez strokes it the way he did in his last at-bat, it could be 4 runs. Big situation here in the game. Polanco deals. High pop, well foul behind the plate. 1-2. Goes into the suite level here at Sandcastle Stadium and then bounces back into the lower half of the bleachers here, the seats. 1-2, bases loaded, bottom of the 4th. The pitch. Outside. 2-2. Polanco wanted that one. It'll be a 2-2. Polanco to Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Into the mid. And there are 2 gone. As we went from sun to a little bit of rain drizzle here at Sandcastle Stadium as the rain starts coming down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't escalate to anything more than a drizzle. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded for Justin Monero. Grounded to short in the first and walked. In the 3rd, Polanco steps off as he wants to reset, get the runners back. Bases loaded, bottom of the 4th. Game 2 of a doubleheader, 7-inning game. Polanco deals. Outside, 1-0. Buccaneers looking to get another rally going here in the 4th. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on Monero. Buccaneers scored 3 runs in the 3rd, sending 9 batters to the plate. Bases loaded, 2 out. High fly ball into center field. And getting underneath it to make the catch is Bauman, and that will do it here in the 4th. Buccaneers make some noise, can't play to run. It is 5-3 Brookdale. We head to the 5th on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice.
It's more than coaching. It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
It's being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
It's becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players.
We go to the top of the 5th here at Sandcastle Stadium. Brookdale leading 5-3 over the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. Vin Ebanu with you here on BFA Sports as Pete Calandra enters inning number 5 of work for the Bucks. Buccaneers made some noise in the bottom of the 4th, even getting the bases loaded, but could not get the hit to drive in a run or two. Enough to tie the game. John Wade leads off for Brookdale here and hits a high pop-up into center field, and that'll dunk in for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Wade here in the 5th. Wade up. Papa George coming up now, and then Mike DePhillips for Brookdale here in the top half of the fifth. A little bit of rain and flurry action here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City as we finished up the fourth and head into the fifth. So Mother Nature not really being real friendly here this weekend. John Wade off first. Calandra deals to Papa George and deals to him directly, hit by pitch. So 2 on, nobody out here in the fifth. Mike DePhillips, the catcher for the Jersey Blues, coming up. Joe Lamangino now on deck for Brookdale. Brookdale scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. And a bunt there, a bunt attempt goes foul by DePhillips, 0-1. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape. Brookdale winning game 1 of the doubleheader, 18-1. 5-3 here in the fifth. Calandra takes a look. Second base at Wade and deals. In the dirt, ball 1. Runners lead first and second. Nobody out. Calandra deals the 1-1. DePhillips offered at the bunt. It hit him and it went foul. So 1-2 the count as he offered at the pitch. Wind picking up again, whipping from towards right center here in the top of the fifth. Calandra deals the 1-2. Bunts that one foul and falls down in the process. If it hit him, DePhillips down there at home plate. He must have twisted something. He can't walk right. DePhillips, the catcher for Brookdale, hurt here in the top of the fifth as the coaches come over. And as we take a look on the BFA Sports replay here, let's take another look. That back right leg twisted. DePhillips there. Hope long term is okay, but he cannot walk. He's aided off the field by coaches here. He strikes out, and 1 gone here in the fifth. As Joe Lamangino swings and misses, strike 1. Scary strikeout by Matt DePhillips. We'll see how Brookdale proceeds into the bottom of the inning, but hopefully DePhillips okay long term and nothing too serious. Lamangino looks at ball 1. Lamangino from Marlboro. Brookdale coming down here from Monmouth County. Calandra with runners on first and second deals. Strike 2. Two on, 1 out. Matt Granado on deck for Brookdale. Calandra checks back the runner Wade at second. One and 2 the count. Joe Lamangino, the number 9 hitter. Calandra deals. Lined into center field over the head of Sorry for a base hit. Wade will be held there at third base. Bases loaded as Sorry fires one into the plate. Wade to third. Papa George down to second. Bases loaded, 1 out for Matt Granato. Calandra deals. Grounded to first. Hernandez fields, steps on the bag, 2 away. As John Wade scores, it is 6-3 Brookdale. Papa George over to third. Lamangino down to second. 2 got. Two outs, and that'll bring up Chris Bauman. Struck out twice today and grounded to first. Calandra deals. Line back to the screen. 0-1. The pitch. Strike 2. 2 on, 2 out. 1 run in here in the 5th. The 0-2 to Bauman. High pop up in the infield. Sorry, giving it a look, and it falls in for a hit. Papa George scores. Lamangino scores, and it is 8-3 Brookdale on the bloop double by Bauman. Looked like Sorry was going to go grab that there out in shallow left and was trying to negotiate with Caden Dale, the left fielder, and it dropped in between them both. So 2 more runs for Brookdale as Johnson chops that one to third, and that'll end the inning. So a couple more runs. 3 runs, in fact, for the Jersey Blues here in the 5th. It is 8-3 as we go to the bottom half of the 5th on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom half of the fifth. Brookdale leading 8-3 as Jack Jones takes ball one. Brookdale scoring 3 runs in the top half of the inning. Jones, it's his second at-bat. He came in and had a single in his last at-bat. Pinch hit for Gabe Solinsky. Polanco back out for his second inning of work for Brookdale. Deals outside 2-0 on Jones. It'll be Jones, John Dempsey, and Caden Dale here for the Buccaneers in the bottom half of the fifth. The pitch. High fly into shallow, and did he make the catch? Yes, he did. It looked like it was going to go in and out of his glove, and Skrivanik makes the grab there at first base. 1 gone here in the bottom of the fifth. One gone. That'll bring up John Dempsey. Up high, 1-0. Polanco moving along here as we head through the fifth. 2-0 on Dempsey. Brookdale with 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the top half of the fifth. Buccaneers sent 9 to the plate in the bottom of the third and scored 3 runs. Loaded the bases again in the fourth, but couldn't scratch across any further. Trying to get something going here in the fifth. 3-0. There's a strike. And it's 3-1 on the Buccaneers' designated hitter. High pop-up. Into center field. Who's going to grab it? It is the center fielder, Bauman. And there are 2 gone here in the fifth. Wind picking up a little bit more here. So 2 out, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Caden Dale. Had a single in the second and struck out swinging in the third. Polanco cruising along here in relief, and that one goes to the backstop, 1-0. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape. Line shot into right field. It is a base hit. So Caden Dale keeps things going with a single to right. And 2 out. Nice piece of hitting there, and that'll bring him Montanicello, who doubled in the third, came around to score, singled in the fourth, and was stranded at third. 2 gone. Antonicello lines a long fly ball into center field. Easy can of corn for out number 3 as Bauman snags it. So 1 hit in the inning, no runs across. It is 8-3 Brookdales. We head to the 6th on BFA Sports. We go to the top half of the 6th inning. 8-3 Brookdale, as we have a new pitcher for Atlantic Cape coming on in relief of Pete Calandras, Angel Pasquale. It'll be Alex Unger, Jack Skrivanik, and John Wade for the Jersey Blues here in the 6th. There's ball 1, 1-0. Unger on the day, reached on E6, struck out, and tripled. As that one hits to the backstop 2-0. Looks like the drizzle, that flurrying action has stopped. Still plenty cold here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. It'll be a 2-0. Outside 3-0, as that one rolls onto the backstop. Brookdale leads 8-3 here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. They won Game 1 18-1. Buccaneers threatened back in the 3rd, putting a 3 spot on the board. As Unger walks to lead off the 6th. But couldn't push across any more in the 3rd or when they loaded the bases in the 4th. Brookdale scored 3 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th. A couple aided there by a bloop into left field that fell into left between Sorry and Caden Dale. The 1-0. There's a strike from Pasquale. 1-1. Jack Skrivanik. As Unger leads off first. Pitch outside, 2-1. Pasquale sets and deals. There's a strike, 2-2. Unger leads off first. Pitch. Full count, and now he's going to go. Safely in there. So stolen base for Unger, the leadoff man. And a full count now on Jack Skrivanik. So Unger now leads off second base. Pasquale deals. High fly ball into center field, going back toward the scoreboard, and goodbye! A 2-run home run by Jack Skrivanik, and it is 10-3 Brookdale. Powered that one near the scoreboard in left center field. Let's take a look at the BFA Sports replay here. Reached out, grabbed that one outside, and hit it a no-doubter. Bounced around out there behind the left center field wall. It is 10-3 Brookdale. There's a strike on John Wade. Nips the inside corner, 0-2. Wade up, Papa George on deck for Brookdale. Pasquale deals. High pop-up. Shallow left, Sorry giving it a chase. Caden Dale makes the catch, one away. Papa George coming up. Lined out to second to short. And was hit by a pitch in the fifth. Then came around to score. 10-3 Brookdale here in the top of the sixth. Game 2 of a doubleheader, 7-inning doubleheader. Pasquale deals. Outside 1-0. Pasquale on in relief here in the sixth. That one's outside 2-0. One out, and the 2-0 delivery to Papa George. And it's 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. That one's in the dirt, and it'll be a free pass for Papa George. He had some thoughts about going for second base there, but Jones able to grab it in time. So 1 on, 1 out here in the sixth, and that'll bring up the pinch hitter here. This is DePhillips on the order, but he left with what appears to be some kind of ankle injury. Darius Troach will be the pinch hitter here, taking over catching duties. DePhillips struck out twice and singled. Top of the sixth, 1 out. And 2 runs in on the Skrivanek home run. Papa George leading off first after a walk. The 2-0 to Troach. Hot shot over the head of Sori into left center field for a hit. So Troach with a pinch hit single, moving Papa George to second. So 1 gone in the inning, 2 on, and Joe Limongino up to the plate. Walked, was hit by a pitch, and singled in his last plate appearance. Pasquale finding himself in trouble here in the sixth. Deals outside 1-0. Pascal deals outside. 2-0. Limongino up with 2 on and 1 out. Granado waiting on deck. Pascal deals. Swing and a miss. Ball pops out in the mid of Jack Jones. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. Pitch outside, 3-1. Pascal trying to limit the damage to just a couple. Deals the 3-1. Catches the outside corner, full count. Joe Limongino. Pascal steps off. Give Papa George time to get back to second base. Leads off as second. Troach leads off first. And now he'll find his way down to second as Lamangino works a walk. Base is loaded. One out here in the sixth. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Matt Granado, up for the fifth time. The fifth time. He singled, sacrificed fly, grounded into a double play, and grounded out again in the fifth. There's a mound visit with Pascal here, with one out, bases loaded in the sixth. Pascal finding himself in some trouble here. Two-run home run already. Put a couple more on the board by Skrivanek. Brookdale leading 10-3, top six. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape. Pascal trying to find his way out of trouble. Pitch to Granado outside, ball one. Bases loaded, one out. Pitch from Pascal to Granado. Ground ball in the hole into left field for a hit. That'll score one. Here comes the throw. No throw. 2 runs score on the 2 RBI single by Matt Granado. It is 12-3 Brookdale. As Papa George and Troach come in to score. Lamangino on second now. RBI single by Granado. 12-3 Brookdale. One out here in the sixth. That'll bring up Chris Bauman. Pascal deals. Inside 1-0. Four runs across here in the sixth for Brookdale. Runners lead first and second, one out. Pascal deals. Line shot into right field. It is a base hit. Being waved around third and heading home. And scoring is Lamangino. It is 13-3. Granado finds his way over on third base on the RBI single by Bauman. That'll bring up Marcus Johnson, the 9th Jersey Blues hitter to come to the plate this inning. Five runs across here for Brookdale in the sixth. Pascal deals, runner first and third. Long fly ball deep into right center field. And there it goes. Goodbye. 3-run home run, Marcus Johnson. And it is 16-3. Eight runs in the sixth inning for Brookdale. Let's take a look on the BFA Sports replay. Goodrich gave it a look, but it was gone. Pascal not having a good inning, and looks like that may be the end of his day. And it will. Pascal done for the day. 8 runs in the sixth so far for Brookdale. And we'll have a pitching change here for Atlantic Cape. It'll be Ryan Master. We'll take a break as Master takes some warm-up pitches. 16-3. We'll be back after this on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
It's being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
It's becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
Welcome back to Sandcastle Stadium, Vin Avenue, with you here on BFA Sports. 8 runs already in here in the top of the 6th for Brookdale. Atlantic Cape making a pitching change, bringing on Ryan Masters here. Following the home run by Marcus Johnson, bring up Alex Unger with 1 out. His second at bat of the inning. Walked in his first appearance this inning. Masters deals and he plunks him. Or did it? Oh, no, he got out of the way. Looked like it hit him. That Unger able to get out of the way of that one. 2-0. Masters deals. And outside. Two and one. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count on the Brookdale cleanup hitter. The pitch outside, full count. Skrivanek on deck. The pitch inside, and Unger works a walk as Jones tracks down the ball behind the plate. So the second walk of the inning for Unger. One on, one out in the 6th. 8 runs in, a 3-run home run and a 2-run home run included. Ryan Masters on in relief for the Buccaneers here in the 6th. Jack Skrivanek, who hit a 2-run home run in his last at-bat this inning, now up. That pitch outside, check play to first. And Unger gets back. Master sets and deals. There's a strike. 1-2. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape. It's been all Brookdale in both. Masters deals high pop-up foul. Out of play. Goes off one of the wires above the screen. Count stays 1-2. Unger leads off first, 1 out. Masters deals. Strike 3. Outside corner, 2 away. So Skrivanik strikes out looking. 2 gone, and that'll bring up John Wade. Hit by a pitch in his first 2 at-bats. Singled and flew out to left earlier in the 6th. Nope, now we have a pinch hitter. That is Dom Santana coming in for Wade. Masters deals outside, and it goes to the backstop. Wild pitch as Unger rounds second, and he'll stay right there. Two outs here in the top half of the 6th. Dom Santana on to pinch hit for the DH, John Wade. Game 2 of a 7-inning doubleheader. Swing and a miss. Masters said something on that one. 1-1. Runner on second, 2 out. The pitch up high. Two 2-0 on Dom Santana. The pitch. There's a strike. Two and 1, 2 out. Runner on second. 8 runs in this inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will end it. 8 runs across for Brookdale here in the top half of the 6th. 16-3 Jersey Blues as we head to the bottom of the 6th on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Brookdale leading 16-3. Thank you for joining us here on Sunday afternoon. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Vin Ebenu with you as Isaiah Kennison leads things off for the Buccaneers in the bottom of the 6th. He'll be followed by Louis Sari, Nate Goodrich, Polanco out there for another inning of work for Brookdale. Deals to Kennison outside 1-0. Seven-inning doubleheader, so game 1 and game 2, Kennison swings and misses there. Brookdale won game 1 18-1, leading 16-3 here in game number 2. Buccaneers had something going. They scored 3 runs in the bottom of the third to make it 5-3 Brookdale at that point. Buccaneers got things going again in the fourth, even loading the bases, but could not get the big hit to bring it in. And then the wheels fell off in the sixth as Kennison grounds that one back to Polanco, stumbles with it, and Kennison will reach on an infield hit. So Buccaneers looking to get something going here in the sixth. As Luis Sari steps up. Grounded back to the mound in the first, and an RBI single in the third. Singled again in the fourth. 2 for 3 on the day for the Buccaneers leadoff man. Looks at that one inside, 1-0. Kennison with a small lead off of first base. Pitch to Sari outside. 2-0. Polanco sets, deals. That one's outside as Kennison takes second on defensive indifference. So 3-0 the count on Sari. Polanco deals. Catches the inside part of the plate, 3-1. Checks the runner at second, gets back. Definitely don't want to get thrown out on the bases down by this much in the sixth, so Kennison got to be careful on the bases there. Polanco looking to get out Sari. Sari lines one in the left. It'll dunk in for a hit. Kennison racing around third, and he'll score as the throw is uplined. Sari runs down to second base on the play. So it's an RBI single for Luis Sari, and it is 16-4. Kennison with the wheels puts him into full gear there as he scores from second on the RBI single by Luis Sari. He's driven in 2 runs today. Sari has. And with Sari on second, Nate Goodrich steps in. Way outside by Polanco, 1-0. Omar Hernandez waiting on deck. The big home run back in the third. Polanco deals. Goodrich hits a high fly ball into center. And that'll be enough. No sac fly there as Sari stays put. Good throw in by Chris Bauman there, 1 away. So 1 gone. Sari on second. That'll bring up Omar Hernandez. Homered in the third. And that was sandwiched in between 2 strikeouts swinging on the day for the Buccaneers first baseman. Polanco gives Sari a look. Deals to the plate. Outside, Sari's going to run on down to third. On the pass ball, heads up base running for Sari. A little bit closer to scoring here. Sari on third. 1 out here in the bottom half of the sixth. 1 run in for the Bucks. Polanco deals. Up high. 2-0 on Hernandez. Polanco trying to limit the damage here. Deals 2-0. Ground ball down the line and fair. That'll score Sorry. Hernandez rounding first, on his way to second with an RBI double. So Sorry scores 2 runs in the inning, and it is now 16-5. And Polanco will get a mound visit. There is somebody warming up down the right field line in the Brookdale bullpen, and he's going to get a call. So it looks like Brookdale will be making a pitching change. They're trying to get his attention down the right field line. So that'll be all for Polanco. 2 runs across for the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the 6th. Brookdale makes a pitching change, and we'll take a timeout here on BFA Sports. Back here in the bottom of the 6th on BFA Sports as Brookdale made a pitching change. Sean McWalters in and out of the bullpen. 1 gone here in the bottom half. Omar Hernandez leading off at second base after the RBI double. So 16-5 as the Buccaneers have pushed 2 across in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch to Monero is low. Monero on the day grounded to short, walked, and flew out to center field. McWalters, with Hernandez leading off second, deals outside. 2-0 the count on Monero. Jack Jones waiting on deck. McWalters deals. There's a strike. And 2-1. Bottom of the 6th, game 2 of a doubleheader between Atlantic Cape and Brookdale. McWalters deals. Outside ball 4. So 2 on, 1 out. And that'll bring up Jack Jones. Jones came on and pinch hit, had a single and grounded out. It was McWalters deals outside. Runners on first and second, one out, 2 runs in the inning. McWalters deals up high, throw down to first base, and he's safe. As Hernandez gets to third base on the play, Monero able to get back. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. 2-0 the count on Jack Jones. McWalters deals. There's a strike. Ball comes into play. Brookdale got some more bullpen action going just in case. Down the right field line. McWalters deals the 2-1. Jones pops one back to the mound. Throws to second one, and that's all they'll get. As Hernandez comes in from third to score. 2 gone, and it is 16-6. As Jones reaches on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up John Dempsey with 2 outs. He's 1 for 3. Single, flew out and struck out on the day. McWalters deals, strike 1. Steady, heavy winds throughout this game, making it for a very chilly Sunday afternoon here in late March. McWalters deals. There is a ground ball to second, and stumbled with it, but that'll do it. Here in the 6th as Granado runs it over. So 3 runs for the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the 6th. We go to inning number 7 on BFA Sports. We go to the top half of the 7th. Brookdale leading 16-6. Buccaneers were able to get 3 back in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Ryan Masters back out there for another inning of relief for the Atlanta Cape. Nick Papa George leads things off here, and then it'll be Troch and Lamangino here in the top of the 7th. High fly ball deep into right field. Goodrich going back. It's over his head, and it goes to the warning track. Papa George rolls on into second with a leadoff double here in the 7th. Just lace that ball toward right field. So Troch up, Lamangino now on deck. So it's game 2 of the doubleheader here. Brookdale won 18-1 in game 1, leading 16-6 here in game 2. 7-inning doubleheader, so this will be the final inning. Troch will find his way on to first base after getting hit there. So 2 on and nobody out. And that'll bring up Lomangino. Master has found himself in some trouble here in the 7th. That one up high, 1-0. Runners lead first and second, nobody out. Master deals inside, 2-0. It's been all Brookdale in both these games. Masters deals outside. Getting himself into trouble here. Nowhere to... Well, he's got a base to put Lamangino, I should say, but definitely doesn't want to load the bases. With the leadoff hitter, Matt Granado, up next, who's been on a scorching streak of late at the plate. There's a strike. Granado finding himself different ways to get on base with hits in both games. Singles, doubles, sac flies, trying to find a way to bring guys around. The bases are now loaded. Granado will get a chance here to do some more damage in the 7th. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top of the order here with Granado. Master looking for a way to try to at least get a double play here. Or strike out of Granado. Now pitch outside. Deals the 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Granado hits a pop-up, shallow left field. It'll fall in for a base hit. That'll score 1 as Jones comes up to get the overthrow. Papa George scores, and it is 17-6 Brookdale on the RBI single by Matt Granado. Bases remain loaded, nobody out for Chris Bauman. Masters deals. There's a strike. Masters steps off as runners go back. Bauman up, Marcus Johnson on deck. Johnson had a 3-run home run his last at bat. That pitch outside, 1-1 on Bauman. In the dirt, 2-1. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hot shot at line drive into right field, and Goodrich makes the catch. Tagging up and coming in to score is Troch, and it is 18-6. Lamangino down to third. Granado will stay at first. So 1 out here in the top of the 7th, and I'll bring up Marcus Johnson. Masters steals. High fly ball into right. Goodrich tracking it down toward the line, makes the catch, 2 away. And coming in to score is Lamangino. It is 19-6. So 2 gone now here in the 7th. With 2 more runs in, and that'll bring up Alex Unger. Sorry, 3 more runs in. So 2 out. Masters deals. That one shot foul, 0-1. Runner on first, 2 out. Master deals. There's a strike outside corner, 0-2. Master trying to limit the damage here. Deals up high, 1-2. It'll be a 1-2. 2 out. Swing. And a miss. And tags him for the final out. 2 more runs for Brookdale. It is 19-6 as we go to the bottom of the 7th on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Brookdale leads 19-6. Vin Abenu, thank you for joining us here on BFA Sports this afternoon. Last chances for the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. Sean McWalter is on for his 2nd inning of work for Brookdale. It'll be Caden Dale, Moen Tonicelio, and Isaiah Kennison here on the bottom of the 7th. Game 2 of a doubleheader. They are 7-inning games in this doubleheader, so this is last chance for the Buccaneers. Dale 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles and a strikeout. Tries to bunt his way on there and bunts it foul, 1-1. Brookdale scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the 5th, 8 in the 6th, and a couple more in the top half of the 7th. Atlantic Cape 3 in the 3rd, 3 in the 6th. They definitely had some opportunities in the 3rd and the 4th inning to try to drive a few more in. So 2-1 the count here on Caden Dale. Leading things off in the bottom of the 7th. Strike 2, outside corner, 2-2. It'll be a 2-2 from Sean McWalters. Swing and a miss, strike 3, one away. So Dale retired, and that'll bring Mo Antonicello. Doubled and scored, singled, and flew out to center field. He's 2 for 3 in game 2. The pitch, low, 1-0. Walters deals low, 2-0. It'll be a 2-0. Swing and a miss by Antonicello, 2-1. Antonicello up, Isaiah Kennison waiting on deck for the Buccaneers here in the bottom half of the 7th. The pitch in there, strike 2. Walters sets, deals. Outside, and the count has gone full on Antonicello. The 3-2. High, ball 4. So Antonicello works a 1-out walk. And that'll bring up Isaiah Kennison. Sacrifice fly in the 3rd, strikeout swinging in the 4th. Singled and came around to score in the 6th. So 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Last licks for the Buccaneers. Walters checks the runner, deals. There's a strike on Kennison, 0-1. As Louis Sario waits on deck. Oh, 1 pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Antonicello with a minuscule lead over there at first base. 1 out. That pitch up high, 2-1. McWalters deals the 2-1. 3-1 on Isaiah Kennison. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 7th. Luis Saria waits on deck for the Buccaneers. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Three-two pitch from McWalters, chopped foul back to the screen, and Kennison stays alive. Buccaneers scored 3 in the 3rd, 3 in the 6th. And trail 19-6 here in the bottom half of the 7th. Antonicello leads, and now he'll find his way down to second as Kennison draws a walk, back-to-back walks for the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the 7th. So 2 on and 1 out for Luis Sari. Grounded to first, and an RBI single in the 3rd, a single in the 4th, and another RBI single in the 6th inning. He's got a couple RBIs on the day. A couple ducks on the pond here in the bottom half of the 7th. McWalters deals outside, 1-0 to Sori. Sorry, looking to keep things going for the Buccaneers. McWalters trying to put a bow on things. Sorry, grounds one to first. Throw to second one. And throw down to third. Antonicello, he is out, and that's how the ball game ends. Sorry, grounds into the fielder's choice, and that will end it for Brookdale. 19-6. They win game one 18-1. Win game two 19-6. All Brookdale in this doubleheader. Next game, home game for Atlantic Cape Community College, Friday against Union County. For Doug Stasic and our entire sport crew here at BFA Sports, I'm Vin Abenu saying so long, good night, and stay cool, stay warm.